Hey guys, two eggs here. I work a full-time job, and like a lot of Ironmen, I cannot just sit there and sweat the highest XP activities all day. What I've found instead is that some AFK grinds actually compound very well over time if you plan them right. For me, AFK ability became just as important, if not more important, than pursuing the best XP rates per hour. Instead of asking, what is the fastest method, I started asking, what would doing this unlock for me later? I focused on AFK grinds that give you resources you can reuse over and over. Things like gems, bird nests, clue scrolls, and supplies like food. Things that continue to turn into further progress down the line. In this video, we're going to walk through three methods that reflect this and portray them as a simple A to B to C chain. This is the exact approach I've used to build my Iron Man over years of playing while working full time. First grind I want to talk about is shooting stars, as this is where the entire compounding value idea really starts to show. The only hurdle to executing shooting stars in the context of a 9 to 5 is finding the locations quickly and reliably, made easy by the website shown here. OSRSportal.com, their shooting stars tracker. This is also featured as a RuneLight plugin if you prefer. Combine this with your best teleport options like your POH, diary reward items, and a rune pouch to make the travel part easy during work. Once you're at a star, it is an extremely interruption tolerant activity, as one click lasts about 7 minutes per tier of the shooting star. This grind basically funded the entirety of our group Ironman experience, and it's easy to run during work without really thinking about it due to no inventory management and processing of the items, as the primary reward is Stardust, a stackable reward for your inventory that can be turned into a few different reward options, of which I very much recommend turning into gem bags to get gems, which become easy premium crafting XP compared to blowing glass due to the greater XP per action and the value of the crafted jewelry. Jewelry is an excellent alchable item in volume, creating tons of GP over time and easy magic XP for the account. Over time, these things added up to be far more than expected, tens of millions of GP over time, and massive crafting progress as a result. The mining XP almost becomes secondary as the created value downstream through the rewards becomes the primary point. This is why I love shooting stars, as it's one AFK grind that facilitates several levels of progression on your account. The next grind I want to talk about is chopping redwoods, and this one isn't really about woodcutting XP at all. The real goal here are the clue scrolls and other rewards. Redwoods are a valuable activity because they're extremely AFK and generate a few downstream rewards such as clue scrolls, bird's nests, and XP for additional skills like fletching or firemaking. In the woodcutting guild, just pick one of the two redwoods here and start to chop. When your inventory is full, you can either fletch the logs into arrow shafts or burn the logs to make space, depending on the XP you would prefer to earn. Keep your eye out for birds' nests that drop and pick them up, and watch the clue boxes from those nests stack and bank when it fits your workday rhythm. You see, the real value here is the clue scrolls, as hard clues and mediums can lead to huge rewards for your Iron Man. Things like God D'hide, Magic Shortbow, Black D'hide, etc. By letting the clues pile up and executing them all occasionally, you're avoiding a very stressful, targeted grind of hard clues later. Over time, you can also build stash units from the clue reward uniques. These enable you to do clues faster, encouraging you to do more of them in the future. The other major reward built up over time are birds' nests. Each bird nest you see fall is effectively a future Saradomin brew for you. Endgame PvM eats thousands of brews, whether it's bossing, raids, or another activity, and building nests passively during a 9 to 5 is a great way to set yourself up for future success with those later game activities. One last thing I'd like to touch on is an item called the Twitcher's Gloves, a reward from the forestry activity in woodcutting. Twitcher's Gloves have a unique interaction with redwoods, effectively granting you a 20% greater chance to receive clue nest drops, as redwoods only drop clue nest scrolls. This small upgrade choice you can earn on the way to 90 woodcutting can create a noticeable long-term payoff in the volume of clues you get. Redwoods end up being another really interruption-tolerant AFK grind where value shows up later through clues, bird's nests, and a lot of other downstream unlocks. The last grind I want to talk about is fishing anglerfish, and this one is all about long-term consistency and catalyzing future activities for your Ironman. This activity is very AFK as the fishing spots do not move around too much and there is a bank nearby, making this very easy to maintain long-term consistency during your 9 to 5. You can also use the deposit box to deposit without a bank pin to make it easier for you if you're logging in and out throughout the workday due to interruptions. You can apply this mentality to other fish like sharks, but I choose anglers because their high healing of 22 health and the overheal mechanic, which allows you to sort of micromanage your inventory on activities like Bandos or Tormented Demons, providing a small mechanical advantage. Keep consistency, and you'll stockpile thousands of high tier food and really premium cooking XP to take advantage of in the future. Activities like Slayer, bossing, and raids always require a high tier food item, and having tons of premium food banked allows you not to worry about that resource when engaging with late game activities. Anglers are another one of those grinds where staying consistent on an easy activity during your 9 to 5 turns into lots of comfort for the account and catalyzes future activities. You're right, that's the idea. None of these grinds are about being optimal on paper, they are about making steady progress in a way that actually fits around a 9 to 5. If you plan a little further ahead, the progress compounds in ways you would not really notice day to day until you look back and see all the rewards. If this kind of Iron Man planning resonates with you, let me know what you'd like to see next. I've got more videos like this coming, and if you'd like to stick around to watch them, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching.